Coming up today on the Village Idiom.
Kind of rain. What about if you're an atmospheric scientist and you are going out on a specific day to study the rainfall that's been predicted and it doesn't rain? And you're like, we're going to have to do this tomorrow. What do you call that?
Rain-Check, Rain-Check.
Dum dum da da, Village Idiom.
Hello and welcome to the Village Idiom.
Well, thank you for that warm welcome. We are a podcast that takes a shallow dive into a popular saying and kind of talk about its usage, its origins, and just use it as general clothing line to hang our conversation on. My name is Jurassic Mark.
And I am Skinny.
Welcome, man. It's good to see you.
It's fantastic. I was actually going to blow off today.
What do you mean?
I just was going to see if maybe something better came along.
Well, you're welcome to walk out.
Well, I just
Can do this another. I'm going to sneeze.
I got it.
Woo! That's good for on air. Glad you. That's ASMR right there. Did I spray you?
No, I tried to grab some.
We could have called this on account of sneeze.
I would never blow this off.
I'm
trying to set us up.
I know you wouldn't.
I'm lobbying up for today's idiom.
Well, then listen to this, and you might know what today's idiom is.
Well, I came to invite Cindy to lunch, but since she's not here, do you have plans?
Well, actually, I got a lot of things to do around here,
Rain-Check?
Don't know what it's from.
That's a classic, but you would have to recognize the voice more than anything. The male voice was John Candy.
Okay.
The movie starts with Uncle
Buck.
Uncle Buck.
That's funny.
That is a classic.
Have the
Nosy neighbor, not willing to take no for an answer, and so ends with Rain-Check.
Rain-Check.
That's today's idiom.
And
Is it an idiom?
well,
It's like one word. Is it one word or two words?
it seems like a two-worder. But as I was looking into it, it was really sinking into me that life would be better without this idiom, without this whole concept, without this.
Why? What do you mean?
This is a frustrating cultural thing, I think.
Okay, wait. So Rain-Check means you're going to pass up on something or something has been canceled that you can come back to.
You were half right, but you conflated two things. And
Okay.
I say conflated because it's a big word.
It's a new word.
So it's not the you passing, it's that something is canceled.
Right.
And that so because I am the canceller, I issue you a rain check.
Right.
You don't request of me a rain check. You just didn't show up, or you just blew it off. And that the difference between the two is that I'm putting on a concert and I mess up. Something goes, I forget to rent the venue, the band doesn't come, something like that. I issue you a rain check.
Because it's your mistake.
But where it gets conflated into today's thinking is that can I rain check you on that? Where it's something I take from you. I'm saying, I don't want to, or I can't, or something better might come along. Or
So it's like, oh yeah, I see what you're saying. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
But it's used both ways.
Rain check? Give me a rain check? Give me a rain check?
Huh.
Think about how that sucks. We're doing this right now.
No, but if
give me a rain check.
You're right. Huh.
And that's why I think that the world would be a happier place without the rain check.
Interesting.
So if I issue you one,
But if it
then
came,
my bad.
like when we get into the origins of where Rain-Check came from,
Yeah.
then it still makes sense.
There you go. Case in point.
Okay.
Its beginnings are very much about this, but the idea then that I give it to you, you don't take it from me.
Yeah, you know what? Even when I wrote down the meaning, which I literally copy and pasted from somewhere else, it says refuse an offer politely, but imply that it can be taken up later, which is not where this came from.
No.
It's not like if you're off,
No.
hey, Mark, you want to come over for dinner? And I say Rain-Check.
Right.
That doesn't work. That's not how it should be. But if you
Guns N' Roses
but if you invite me over for dinner
are playing,
and then I'm coming, and then right when I get there, you're like, we had to leave.
Something came up.
Rain-Check.
I issue you a rain check.
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses are coming. Axl got horrendously drunk and didn't come again. I have to issue you a rain check because you bought tickets.
Right.
But you can't say, oh yeah, I can't make it to tonight. Axl, rain check me?
So that's funny. Where's the line? Like if you invite me over dinner, I probably could get away with going, I wish I could, Rain-Check, and you'd be like, whatever. But at Guns N' Roses level, imagine me calling the promoter going, I can't make that date. Rain-Check?
Doesn't work for me right now.
So where's the line? 1-on-1, you can say Rain-Check wrong. 1 to 1,000 seater. Wow.
See, so if we just go that it's wrong and that it's been like conscripted by people who want to do other things than what you're offering. So if we took the Rain-Check out of that dialogue, it's like, this is what's happening now. Would you like to participate? Rain-Check me?
Right.
You're like, no.
Have you ever had...
We're going on without you, man.
Have you ever had any... Well, maybe this is a question for once we get into origins.
Sure.
Should we get into origins?
Let's just go there.
I said some words. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? No one can know. I turned around and looked behind. Those words came from another mind. Origins.
Well, first of all, we're now debating its correct usage. Not even debating. I think I just full on agree with you, but know that it's probably used more the wrong way now.
I think it's been taken out of its original.
So is
meaning.
that what makes it an idiom then?
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's not what it used to mean.
We did the origins. I'm sure you did the research.
I did. So
Let's hear it.
An example of using this correctly would be, hey, she just used whiteout on her computer screen. You know what I just did?
A completely different thing.
Yeah, I went to notes of a different idiom. Okay, never mind. We'll delete that. We'll remove that in post.
How about this one then? Where there's, say, for example, the origins
Guns N' Roses
of a baseball game, and then
wait.
As a I've waited once.
So the expression
I think I've
may
been fair.
have. So you're right. It's going to get into baseball where it was actually used, but it might have actually come before baseball. There is the potential that open air
Like
markets,
in the preseason when there was that big whiteout thing, and they whited out the
Rain-Check pre being used as baseball
before they
reference.
used the lime lines. They used whiteout, right?
You put the line in the coconut. The expression may have originated in the era of open air markets, where if a significant amount of rain would require a vendor to just pack up and leave, they would offer rain checks, I'll be here tomorrow or whatever. And it might have also just evolved from, using tickets to reclaim something, coat check, a hat check,
Sure.
That kind of thing. But the one thing we know for sure, you've already mentioned it, is baseball fans. If a game was called on account of rain, you received a rain check.
An actual voucher for you've paid for a game. Please come back for the next one. Here's a voucher for the next game.
Right, and so
this
that
is a
takes
rain
us back
check.
to your concert situation where
Yes.
this was an audience of people, spectators in droves coming out. We got to postpone this game because of rain, so we're making you this offer. Sorry, everybody.
Right. Now, coming back to this scenario, I'm like, invite you over for dinner. I'm going to have your family over. We're going to have some dinner. And then at the last minute, I go, oh, rain check. Do you hate me?
No.
Depending on what it is.
What'd you make for dinner?
How about, tickets came up for me to go to a Canucks game. I'm going to cancel on you now.
See, because it's you, it's the wrong situation. Because if it's hanging out with you and you bailed on me, I'd be like, that'll be another time.
I'd be irritated with you.
I'm used to you canceling.
I don't cancel.
No, you know what I mean? Like, I think the closer friends you are, the more you go, yeah, take the tickets. That's crazy.
No, I would say take the tickets, but I would say, here's the scenario. I've got you coming over. This will happen. If you were at all cool with it, this is the other scenario that has popped up. Tickets became available. There it is. If you're like, oh man, we'll just do it another time, then it's you offering grace, but it's like, oh man, this is our only time we can get together and do it.
Right.
I'd be like, no big deal. Pass on the tickets.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I would put that back in, if that was the scenario, I would put that back as like a social grace into like, will you let me off the hook? Because I am on the hook.
Right.
Right. Not, hey man, rain check me on this.
I will fulfill this if you really, but you're laying it on pretty heavy. I gotta be a jerk to say, don't take the tickets. I want your
if you're
meatloaf.
if you're like, oh man, this is the only time we can get me and my family together, and it was tricky to coordinate.
So maybe you and me is a bad example,
oh.
but say relatives you haven't seen in 2 years who are in town that one day, you're going to have them over for dinner, but then you get offered tickets to something.
See, again, I would go with the family.
Yeah, because it's like that is their one time to see you.
Yeah.
So it changes, the flexibility changes. Here's something interesting with the baseball reference and issuing rain checks. Before 1889, if a game was canceled on account of rain, they actually issued tickets, a rain check ticket to go to another game or to go to the same game that's been postponed.
If that happened in today, do you know how fast those would be like duplicated and scalped? And
Yeah, brutal. And it rains too much here.
Rain check is like every day is a rain check.
So
most things here just say rain or shine.
Have you ever heard of Abner Powell?
No.
Abner Powell was
a brother to Lord Baden-Powell?
Maybe.
Okay.
Abner Powell was a Major League Baseball player, played on several teams, but actually ended up owning a few teams, and they called him quite the, what's the word, like, I wanted to say instigator, but that sounds negative. Like
he created Powell problems.
He created good things that helped baseball. One of the things was on the ticket you first received for baseball, he invented the perforated detachable rain check.
Oh, like the
so
stub.
They didn't have to reissue tickets on account of rain. If it was postponed,
stub?
You ripped off that rain stub, you still had it.
Huh.
So he invented that.
Genius.
While he was managing or owning these other teams, he also invented the detachable rain check.
That would be a perforated Powell.
That's right. He invented Ladies' Day. So it was a men's sport. And so he invented Ladies Only Day because they could get rid of those unfavorable men who are gross and swearing and cursing and smoking.
Sure.
And they could have ladies at the baseball game.
What about if it was an evening game?
Then what?
What would it be? Ladies' night?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Ladies' game. Ladies' game, whatever. He also, here's the one even more interesting, although Rain Check probably gets the most fame out of this, he invented the infield tarp. To, like, if it rains,
right,
let's cover the whole thing so that when it stops raining, we're back to dry ground.
We're not going to have anything pause this. There will be no Powell obstructions. Yeah.
So Abner Powell, remember that name.
Wow.
He's the underappreciated hero in our story today.
Some sort of diverticulitis Powell issues.
What are you talking about? Anyway, he had quite the movement in baseball.
Exactly.
Regularly.
Regular. So Powell was regular.
His Powell movement was regular.
Nice. Yeah. It caught on though. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you got? You're looking at your phone like you want to share something.
No, I was working through this idea of rain checking, and it came to mind. So it must have I might need therapy over it or something.
Okay.
As a kid, I remember this one particular. My dad was going to be taking me out to play mini golf. Let's go out and play some mini golf, and he'd promised the week prior. Saturday comes, going to take you out. We're going to go play mini golf. Well, the Saturday comes, and it is pouring, and he's like, he is sick, so he is unwell. He's barfing into a bucket, sick,
and it's raining. There's every reason to not do this, but as a kid, I just couldn't. You promised. Right.
He's like, we just gotta have to do a rain check. Into a bucket. He's so sick, but I remember him being so sick, it raining so much,
and you were still,
and it was just about me. It was like how disappointed I am. Oh, stupid dad, promise breaking.
And that's why you will not cancel your dinner with me.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that affected me onto some like it should lay down on a couch right now and receive therapy for this because it's
funny.
Yeah, it really bothered me that it was somehow some sort of promise-breaking, untrustworthy scenario. It was clearly pouring. He was clearly vomiting everywhere. And somehow it was still all about me.
Still hurting you. It's all
kids just don't always...
aimed at you. Okay, fine.
Kids don't always appreciate
I said
that.
She just put white out on her computer screen. She's not playing with a full deck. It was notes from last week.
That's funny.
It wasn't completely out of nowhere. I just didn't delete some notes from last week.
That's funny.
That's all I'm going to say about that. Here, listen to this.
How about dinner? I know this little out-of-the-way place that serves great Viking food.
That's quite a tempting offer, Lieutenant. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to get my rest this evening. Tomorrow being Arbor Day and all.
Of course. Well, perhaps some other time.
Wait for
How
it.
about a rain check?
Well, let's just stick to dinner.
There you go. Naked Gun, the first one.
Leslie
Nielsen.
Nielsen.
And
I don't know. It's just Leslie Nielsen.
I was going to say Lisa Marie Presley. What's her mom's name?
I don't know.
Elvis's wife. Come on. I can't remember it, but you should.
Priscilla Presley.
Priscilla Presley.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
That's funny. So yeah, these traumatic things when rain checks are issued, sometimes it is necessary.
Have you ever actually had something canceled because of rain? Like, have you ever been supposed to be at something?
Like, not like that. 2 weeks ago, my sister comes into town and we're just like, let's just hang out. It was a Friday night. All the family was off doing something. Actually, I think my wife was hanging out with your wife, and my kids were doing at some youth-related thing. And so it was just me and my sister. I'm like, this is so fun. Like, I'm like trying to think, oh man, what would be something special that you've not really done in the Vancouver scene? Man, let's go to the night market.
Oh, yeah.
And that'd be fun. You know, we'll eat up some crazy food and, you know, whatever nonsense is being made out of dry ice and
Yeah.
and dragon sugar or whatever. It's always fun things down there. So I'm like building this thing up and like totally inflating it. And as we're going, it's just get darker and blacker and it starts raining. Like the rain. It doesn't do that here, like, but that tropical, like, throwing buckets on you rain.
Right.
And so we drive there, a little 30-minute drive, get there, and it's closed for the rain.
Oh, they closed
They closed it down. There was no...
See, because there's no way... I was waiting for this because I'm like, there's no way you pulled the plug after this story about your dad.
I'm going anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying that on the way. It's going to be great. There's going to be less people there because there's so much rain.
Totally.
Yeah, so we can have the
we
place
got
to
our
ourselves.
ponchos and umbrellas. We'll be fine.
It's going to be amazing.
I'm
not canceling.
I have a positive story about things being canceled on account of rain. So back in my boy band music days, we were playing a festival in New York, the state, not the city, and big, huge festival, stages all over the place. And we were on this super side, subpar, out in the middle, like there was no back to our stage. It's just a platform in the middle, like by the midway. So there's games and ping, congratulations. And we're trying to... And that's where we're playing.
People sitting on the stage
and
beside you.
Yeah, like it's a terrible side stage. But we're new. We've never been here before, right? We're low man on the totem pole. We take it, and it starts to rain. And the sound guys, who also aren't covered, they start pulling out sheets over top of themselves. You guys want to quit? We're soaked, right? Like it's that rain that you just described, like that trouble. And we're like, no, we're fine.
We're going for it.
All the main stages start shutting down because of rain.
This is awesome.
So literally hundreds and hundreds
like
of people are coming our way out of what would have been much better concerts, are coming our way, and we are surrounded on all four sides.
That's awesome.
And we're dancing. We are dripping wet. Like we are
so fun.
And
it's like flash dance.
And they
like
kept going, you want to quit? We had our own gear, and so our wireless mics are just like, we're ready to sacrifice these mics permanently for this crowd.
Right.
And we just gave it, and it was a moment. We got a main stage slot because of the crowd's response, and the promoter saw us and all these things, and we're like,
that's a funny collision of events.
We ended up getting a after hours performance with a record company exec.
That's fun, man.
All because the rain didn't stop us, but it stopped everything else.
You were the rain check.
Wasn't that great?
That's a good story.
Yeah, so
because you didn't pull the plug.
I am not like your dad.
Vomiting everywhere. The crowd's like, oh man. You're just like, oh.
It was half funny. Like, people are laughing because, you know, some of our dance moves, it's full on like dive onto the ground.
Doing the running man.
You're like literally doing the worm in a puddle.
Right.
And people are laughing, but just like, go boys. Yeah.
That's a fun visual.
It was good.
I'm imagining that in my head.
It was great. It was a scene from. It was a memory.
The flash dance, like that hair being flicked back, full of like your big mane of hair.
Totally.
Throwing off a full jet stream like the back of a wheel down a freeway.
Yeah. The state of New York was kind to us that day.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But the record company didn't sign us. But it was an opportunity. It was.
You just take it where it comes.
Yeah, totally. There's tons of that. You gotta take all the rejection to get one accepting thing. Well, we're kind of nearing the end, but I got a joke for you.
Oh, sure. Let's hear one.
Actually, it's not even a joke. It's more of like we've had a few of these where it's more of an observation or a question. Sure. So here's my question: is if a rain check is something is canceled on account of rain, what about if you're an atmospheric scientist and you are going out on a specific day to study the rainfall that's been predicted and it doesn't rain? And you're like, we're going to have to do this tomorrow. What do you call that?
Rain check.
This is a rain check. You're going to go check the rain, but it doesn't rain.
That's
so you
fantastic.
Need a sun check.
That's a velociraptor.
What do you call it?
When go to do a rain check. I need a rain check for this rain check.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like it's clever.
Something to think about.
Okay.
Sun check. Dry check.
Driving down the road the other day and the panhandler asked me for cash.
Panhandler. You don't hear that a lot.
You got to pull out some weird words.
Where did that word come from?
Handling a pan?
Panhandler.
Probably for like jiggling money or something, like a panhandler.
Not beggar, not...
He's a panhandler. He's handling the pan.
Panhandler. Continue.
Maybe he was like originally some sort of hobo vagabond type and he had like a frying pan and he used to beg from that.
I picture like panning for gold, but that's definitely not begging. Because if you're panning for gold, you're definitely a panhandler. Anyway.
So the panhandler asked me for cash, and I told him I'd have to give him a rain check because I'm just all out of money. He says, I don't want a rain check. I'd rather some change in the weather.
Oh my goodness. I thought it was going to like, we don't accept checks or something. That's great. Change in the weather. That's good, actually. I'd rather some change in this weather. Change in the weather. That's smart.
Clever, right?
Yeah, it came to me in layers. It came to me in layers.
It needs work, but there's something there.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, well, one more thing. We got a little game we always wrap up the show with, and that's called Riddle-Link.
Sure.
There wasn't much to the origins on Rain Check. It came from baseball. That's the only thing we know for sure.
The confirmed one.
Yeah.
One, I think let's just take. We got an extra minute. Let's tackle this. So the idea, getting back to the beginning of me issuing you a rain check, because this is really bothering me. The idea of expecting or feeling entitled to a rain check when it doesn't work out for you. Entitlement and rain checks.
Right. Like the equivalent of phoning up the Guns N' Roses promoter and I can't make this event you're talking about, so can I get a rain check? You'd just be told no.
You would just be told no.
Yeah.
And so perhaps if we just got rid of rain checks altogether, then there wouldn't be entitlement.
So Leslie Nielsen is right.
Maybe. There
rain
you go.
check? Let's just keep it at dinner.
Let's just keep it at dinner. His stuff was always so funny back then.
So dry. You got to think about it.
Surely this can't be happening. It is happening. And don't call me surely. Yeah, that would be a classic Leslie Nielsen. So yeah, do tell us, what is the Riddle-Link?
Riddle-Link is a two-part, usually trivia-based question that requires a two-part but overlapping answer, overlapping by a word or a syllable or a sound of some sort. More than a letter.
More than a letter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, for example, last week when we were talking about not playing with full deck, we left everybody with a Riddle-Link that was a full deck has this many cards when he performs California Love. Did you pick up on that one? It looked like you were chomping at the bit to answer last week.
No, I
So
I
break it down. Let's play
off.
along. This is how this is played. There's two things. So a full deck has this many cards.
Okay, 52.
When performing the song California Love.
Is that a Tupac song?
There you go.
Is it?
So you can usually break it down even if you don't know the song.
A 52 Tupac?
52 Pac Shakur. Sounds like 52 pickup. 52 pickup Shakur. Yeah, so that's how it's played. It was two answers, 52 and Tupac, and they're overlapped for the final answer.
Okay, well, let me throw one your way.
What do you got this week?
I need a cancellation voucher for this chess game.
Well, it's got to be for this chess game. So, is it Rain Checkers? Because I was going to say Rain Checkmate, but that's
where I was
that's
going.
a final move.
Okay. I need a cancellation voucher for this chess final move.
Rain Checkmate.
Rain Checkers.
Oh,
No, of course. You nailed it.
okay. I'm going to give you one right back.
All
Ready?
right,
Ping pong
all
this.
right.
A detachable stub in bad baseball weather has your king pinned down in chess.
No.
Yes.
Are we just one mind now? Or are we just...
We did this last week.
Is this just the low-hanging
We are
fruit?
taking the easy one.
Okay, let me branch it out, man, because that's actually a little bit embarrassing.
Rain Checkmate.
Yeah.
This is so terrible.
I'm like, how did he get that so fast? Because he's got the same
Because
one.
I've got the same one.
Yeah, okay. I got showered with dollar bills just by saying, let's get together later.
Showered with dollar bills. Oh, make it rain check? Oh, yeah, of course. Make it rain check. I'm going to make it rain check. So you're not going to make it rain? I will. Just not now. It's been postponed.
I think that got taken by like an unsavory way, the making it rain, but the idea that something good is going to come, like a shower of blessing. Yeah.
Oh, is that? I think make it rain is just the unsavory.
Oh,
Was
really?
it said before that? Before dollar bills, y'all?
I don't know, because if you were to make it rain in Canada, you'd be damaged by loonies and toonies.
Right.
'Cause there is no dollar
Well,
bills.
there's also in basketball, they'll talk about making it rain.
Yeah.
You're always thinking, like, make it rain.
Exactly.
So, yeah, maybe right.
Yeah, where it just gets taken by...
All right, well, I got
filth.
one more. Are you ready to guess this one?
Yeah. Oh, no, you know, is this... No.
No, is it?
No.
What?
Let's just give this one to our Village Idiom children.
Oh, right, of course. So how can they play along?
Well, you can reach out, please do, at the Village Idiom Podcast at gmail.com or the.village.idiom via Instagram or via Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube at 3 Minutes Gone.
You are a slick talker, my friend. Here we go. The inventor of the detachable rain check sings the song Fireflies.
Oh, I have to catch that earlier because I was only half paying attention.
I said it several times, hoping to just implant it into your brain.
Oh, man.
So that's for everyone else out there. The inventor of the detachable rain check sings the song Fireflies.
I love these things. I would never cancel on you. You know that.
I believe you now. And now I can never cancel on you.
That's right.
You just raised the stakes.
So, I am Skinny.
I am Jurassic, getting caught in the rain, Mark.
And these are the Village Idioms.
Oh, man, I'm slow to this cue.
Now don't you hit me with a rain check. I need something like a blade.
That's 3 minutes gone.